for the way you look at me.
Oh, it's for the only one I see.
V is very, very extraordinary.
On Wednesdays, from 8:30 to 12:30, we welcome anyone from the community, mostly homeless and low-income persons, who come here to find safe space, community, loving and caring relationships, and services to help them get that next step up in their lives and to connect with other people's. There are lots of things that stand in the way of people getting services, people who are homeless. Some of them are obvious, right? Lack of money, addiction, mental health issues. But there are also some of the things that you can't see. A sense of isolation, a lack of connection, lack of trust. What we do at St. Matt's on our Wednesday drop-in is we build relationships with the homeless people in our community so that they can start to develop trust, so that they can start redeveloping connections, so that they in fact can connect to the services and take advantage of the resources that are available to them, so that step by step by step, they can move from homelessness into home. Have a great Wednesday.
You as well.
We will. It's our big day.
Big day, good.
And I was actually watching the one.
Hey, Rev, how you doing?
What are some of the things that you do while you're
Well,
here?
I work in the kitchen and I clean tables and scrape dishes. And then I work on the floor too, where I walk among the people and talk to them and engage in conversations, make them feel relaxed, make them feel like this is a part of their home.
So here is our St. Matthew's Community Ministry Room. This is a core part of our Wednesday drop-in where we, well, let's find out from the folks who are in here. Volunteers. Here is Art. He's one of our main volunteers here, kind of coordinates this room and can share with you a little bit more about what it is that we do at our drop-in.
First thing we do is when the clients come in, they get 4 items of clothing. Then we give them a shower for 10 minutes. We give them toiletries like toothbrushes, shaving kits.
Just want to tell you a little bit about the history of how this started. Homelessness in North Hollywood grew 200% between 2013 and 2015 and continued to grow till the homeless count in 2017 counted around 800 people. And the estimates now are that about 1,000 homeless people reside in North Hollywood. Half of those folks are in vehicles, living in their vehicles legally. But everyone is in need. And so St. Matt's really wanted to develop a kind of homeless outreach that would be meaningful and helpful. And it all started actually right here. This used to be the pastor's office. And this pastor's office had a bathroom. And in the bathroom was a shower. And that shower was filled with signs and beer that we stored for our Oktoberfest celebrations. And one day I asked, does the shower work? And we didn't know. And so one of our volunteers who you're going to meet shortly, David, he said, let me check it out. He took everything out. He tried the shower. It worked. It needed a new shower head. He put it in. And that is how we started the Wednesday drop-in. We were able to do more by taking what is our asset, this little shower, this one tiny little shower, make it work and turn it into just restoration for people who desperately need it. And our homeless drop-in was born. So,
and I want to add something.
Yeah.
I think it's really important that we do this, even though I'm new to the team. I feel like just a shower for many people, it seems very simple, but it's such an important part of everyone's day. You know, for myself, when I take a shower, I feel refreshed. I'm ready to take on the day, and I feel like this is just so important to have every single week. You know, it'd be great if it could be more often, but even just once a week, I'm sure people come here and they're like, all right, you know, let's have a clean start, and you get to integrate with other people. You get to leave here with a nice, you know, healthy message in your head to go throughout the day or the week, and maybe it even inspires people to just have a better life.
All right, let's go next door and we'll show you the community room where St. Matt's Drop-In also hangs out.
Just a game.
You're there.
Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. Love was made for me and you.
So this is our Timothy Stocks fireside room. It's our community room, and this is where we provide services, and we have a social worker who I'll point out to you, and also we have electronics charging, a movie, but mostly what we have are people being in a safe space where they can interact, be healthy, and develop friendships that will hopefully, and networks of relationships that will hopefully lead them to a better place in their day.
Well, some of the most distinctive parts of our homeless drop-in is that we provide a nice, warm, and welcome space for everybody that comes here. We provide hot meals so that they can come in and actually have a home-cooked meal that many people are actually lacking these days. We also provide a place to charge electronics and phones so that people can stay in touch with the modern world. And also, a lot of the people here really take to heart the personal connection that can be created with all of the people here, between the clients and the people working behind the counter.
Here's one of our regulars.
Hello.
This is Reed. And Reed, I was wondering, could you just share what do you think is the most important thing that St. Matt's does with our homeless drop-in?
Well,
why is it important to you?
Well, it gives people like more purpose. It brings folks in that may not have the opportunity to be like in a residential structure. It offers an environment to where if they need to speak to someone as far as like a counselor or medical issues or possibly psychiatry issues or something, they have references. They offer like as far as like come in and see a film and two food, lunch and breakfast. So I think that it's a wide variety of sort of, I don't want to say training, but readmitting someone who may have lost hope due to non-residential or traumatic incidents, sort of re-bringing them into a, like, back in a, as the world, I guess, would say, is society type situation.
Jennifer, what is your role here on Wednesdays?
Okay. So what I am pretty much doing is when people come into the drop-in center, oftentimes they have different linkages that they're looking for. So whether that is, I need an ID, I need a birth certificate, I need a place to stay for the night, or any other of a host of things, what I do is try to connect them to the appropriate resources in the area.
Hey, kitchen crew. Oh, perfect. Hi. Come on in. Good morning. How are you, Sylvia? I'm happy to see you here. Yeah, that's great. So, Sylvia is one of our members and a volunteer today in the kitchen. Yeah. So we've also got some other volunteers. Over here is David. David is our resident cook. He does a lot of our cooking here at St. Matt's. David, can you describe the feeding part of our program?
We do a hot breakfast, usually oatmeal or grits, and an egg casserole, and bagels. We try to have fresh bananas or fresh fruit, and then we prepare a hot lunch and sack lunches to pass out at the end of lunch. So there's something to take with you for later.
Why?
I'm here because it's my way to give what I have been given so much of, and just to, it's hard for me to talk, just to kind of put myself in a space that is unfamiliar to me, and to spread my wings, as it were. The first time I came here, in fact, I even think I told Pastor Stephanie, I was afraid to come because of the unknown. And I realize now that all there is unknown, and it's only when we risk and when we challenge ourselves, when we grow, we are really, I've been so blessed by being able to come here on Wednesday as much as I can, and meet these people, and just share, washing dishes, making lunches, serving food. It's just been a real blessing to me.
What have you learned about homelessness being here?
I've learned that these people are so industrious. They're so they're just like me. I mean, they're no different than I am. They are loving and giving and so appreciative of what we do for them. And kind and fun. They're fun. Fun, aren't they?
Very much. Yeah. I used to be a client, and now I work for St. Matt's. It has been my step out of my situation, and I'm doing very well. I'm going on a vacation after 6 years, so this has been a major stepping stone for me in the right direction to regain or just create a new life, not regain a whole life. I'm not about that. I'm really building on a new life. So.
Yes, one of the most meaningful parts of this program has been that this is where I started at St. Matt's. I started here as a client, as somebody who came in needing a shower, needing food, needing that kind of connection that I had lost with the people that love me and that can care about me. And I've been able to grow myself as well as in the community because of the people here. And I've been loved, and that has been one of the biggest changing factors in my whole life.
L is for the way you look at me.
O is for the only one I see.
B